Starting this video off once again, dropping off like 6 huge freaking boxes. We got some in the bed as well. I got a lot of trips to do into the post office. What is going on, guys? Chris Rudnick here, and today is a very exciting day because good old lifted Miata Free Joe Exotic, she is getting an engine swap. We're going to pick up the engine right now. Now, I didn't think this was going to happen so fast, but honestly, it's all thanks to you guys, everyone that's supporting with merch and everything. You guys are absolutely killing it, and I can only say thank you for that. I'm really happy with how the website's going, and you guys loving the shirts and stuff, and if you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out right now. But we are going to go pick up the swap today for the NB, and let me tell you, everyone that is NA with their Miata, whether it's an NA, whether it's NB, whatever, I am gonna tell you and show you the best life hack. If you want a turbo Miata and you're kind of on a budget and you want to kind of get it done fast, this is the video for you. Stay tuned because we're gonna do some fun stuff today. Let's hit it. All right, guys, so we're here at Treasure Coast Miata right now, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my brain is all over the place. I came here with a mission, wanting to do a swap, a certain swap, and that swap is a MazdaSpeed engine right here. Now, I was ready to bring this thing to the shop, take my engine out, put this one in, and I'm kind of changing my mind just because they have built an off-road Miata. They have put one of these MazdaSpeed engines in, and don't get me wrong, this swap is fantastic. This is something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Like, if you have an NA and NB and you want to turbo your car, it's actually cheaper to just buy a MazdaSpeed swap rather than going with the CX Racing kit, because with the CX Racing kit, you need a Mega Squirt, you need all of that stuff, and let's be real, the CX Racing kit, it doesn't hold forever. But with this MazdaSpeed, everything is OEM with it. They have every single thing you need to actually swap it into your car, so it would be a direct swap. So to turbo your NA or NB or whatever you have, it would be $2,700. And yes, sure, that might sound like a lot, but let me explain it to you. Flying Miata kit, $4,500. It's just a turbo kit. They're great. They work awesome. They're gonna last a really long time. CX Racing kit, $1,800. They work. They're not the best, but $1,800. You still need a Mega Squirt, and you still need a Mega Squirt for the Flying Miata kit as well, and those are $800. For the $2,700, you're getting an engine, you're getting OEM turbo, you're getting intercooler piping, intercooler, chassis harness, every single thing you need. So me personally, it makes me sad to say this, I'm not going to be doing a MazdaSpeed swap in my NB because, one, I don't want to ruin the engine. It's really nice, it's got low miles and everything. Two, they convinced me not to do force induction on my lifted Miata because he was watching my videos. He saw that we were going through like the mud and the water and stuff, and he said if you don't clean that engine perfectly every single time, you're going to start to get sand in those sensors. The MazdaSpeed engines, they're really finicky and all of that stuff. So I'm going to buy this right now because I think it's super cool, the fact that they just have MazdaSpeed engines here all the time, and I want one of these for the swap. Don't know what I'm gonna use it for yet. I have a car in mind that we're not gonna talk about yet because I'm going too crazy, but we're 100% going to be picking this up because you can't pass it up, man. It's cheap, and it's a lot cheaper than turboing your car, so we're gonna get it. I mean, it has this kit in particular. It has the Flying Miata intercooler. It's got literally everything. This is your like strut bar in the front. It has like the oil catch can and all of that. It's got the 3-speed radiator fans, the downpipe, the whole engine, the turbo, the whole 9 yards to do everything you need. So with that being said, no, we're not putting this in the lifted Miata, but we are gonna buy it to put it in something else later down the road. I don't know if you guys know what I'm getting at, but we just can't do it right now because I still have to do the Rice Miata and all that stuff. We gotta get the Rice Miata done. All right, guys, so we're making a quick pit stop to Hutch's Welding right here. Their Instagram is gonna be right here, right now. So Octavio from Treasure Coast, he convinced me not to do the MazdaSpeed swap on the lifted NB due to it is a forced induction engine and it's gonna get ruined. And yes, they are a lot of money to the point where I don't want to ruin it, but what he did recommend was he hooked me up with a 4.3 diff. Right now the car currently has a 3.9 diff, so with a 4.3, oh my god, is this how I've been filming, dude? I'm sorry. Anyways, they hooked me up with a 4.3 diff. I currently have a 3.9 diff in the NB, so by putting this 4.3 in, it should feel a lot more torquier, especially with that 6-speed. So like, yes, we're not going turboed, but this thing should feel a lot more peppier due to this gear ratio. But they're open diffs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just drop this off at Harvey real quick. He's gonna plate it, he's gonna weld it, and then tomorrow when he's done with it, we can just throw it in and see how this thing feels. Because not gonna lie, for a VVTi engine, it does feel a bit slow, but putting this 4.3 in is definitely gonna help a lot, and I'm really excited. So let's just go bring this to Harvey. Last pit stop of the day is good old Harbor Freight. Now that we got another engine, I need another engine stand. How many engine stands do I have?
20.
20.
I don't know.
We're getting another one. All right, boys and girls. Well, it is the following day. I stopped filming yesterday because I just wanted to get the diff welded, have Harvey do what he had to do with the diff, and I just got back. We got the NB on the lift. I have yet to lift it up, so I'm really excited to see what the undercarriage looks like. Yesterday, when I went to Treasure Coast Miata, they also hooked me up with a rear dash bar, man. Look at this thing. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, and it is aluminum, but it's a lot better than just having that back bumper, because when we're raging through the trails and stuff, the bumper tends to hit the tire and it starts to rip off. That side's good, but this side is just wrecked. I mean, it's not wrecked, you could still put it up, but every time you reverse or something, it ends up pulling the bumper off. So we're definitely gonna be putting the crash bar on, but what I wanted to talk about right now is this diff, dude. Harvey absolutely killed it. Here, let me get my phone because it's got a better view. Just look at those beads, man. He plated it, and he even gave me a smiley face in there. So I am really excited to see how this thing feels. Big shout out to Hutch's Welding for hooking it up and doing it so fast. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put this thing in right now. But first, we need to lift up this bad mama jama, and we need to see the damage underneath. All right, guys, moment of truth, here we go. Free Joe Exotic. All right, here we go. How bad can it be? Honestly, man, this looks, I mean, it's a little dirty, but it's not too bad. Coming up in the front, the frame rails look solid. I mean, there's a little bend there, little bend there, nothing too crazy. Engine looks cleanish. I don't know if that's because we ran through the mud 100 times or what, but it really doesn't look leaky whatsoever. Maybe a front seal right there, but I mean, for 1,300 bucks and a dirt bike, man, the amount of fun that we're gonna have. I mean, brand new TN coilovers, they look actually a little bent right there. I don't know what that's from, probably the upper control arm hitting it. We can see that that ball joint is kind of bad, but that's all right. That ball joint is bad as well. Another dented coilover right there, no front sway bar. Hey man, this doesn't look that bad. This is why my exhaust got so freaking loud. We just gotta put some bolts right there to zip it back on, and then we'll have a nice exhaust again. But what I'm mainly concerned with right now is this diff. This is just a 3.9 diff, and we're gonna be putting the 4.3 diff in, so it feels a lot more torquey. I'm really excited to see what it feels like. With the 6-speed and the 4.3, this thing should kind of feel like a Miata rocket ship. I don't wanna call it just a rocket ship because it's a Miata, so it's a Miata rocket ship. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna drop the exhaust right here. We're gonna drain this out so we don't get it in our hair or anything, and then we're just gonna drop this sucker. All right, let's see how good my skills are. We got a pan there. Let's see if it's gonna, ooh, I don't know. It might shoot out a little bit, so we're gonna, oh, dude, I'm nervous. This is either gonna be really sick or really terrible. We're gonna push it in a little bit. Here we go, come on. Survey says, oh, yes, I did it. Heck yeah. So we're gonna let that bad girl drain. Ooh. Gross, dude. Maybe I should turn that fan off because it's gonna, once it gets a little light, it's gonna blow out, but not bad. All right, guys, well, about an hour and a half later, I expected this to be done already, but my axles are stuck in the knuckles. We tried melting it, we tried spraying it. We hammered the absolute hell out of these on both sides, and they're just not coming out. So I had to end up taking the brake calipers off, the upper control arm, loosening the coilover and everything, and we still fully can't get the axles out. So the game plan is right now that we're gonna try to just loosen the 2 bolts up there. I'm gonna lower it down while Sam just tries to push out the axles, and to put it back in, I'm gonna slowly lift it up and Sam's gonna try to shove it. Have you ever done it like this? No. No. It was either do it like this or take off the knuckles completely and try to press out the axles, which no one wants to do. That's not fun at all. So I guess we're just gonna zip, zap, zoo, and here we go. All right, well, we thought this was a good plan, but...
You thought this was a good plan. Nah, it was fine. We both did.
This is stupid.
This is very bad.
The diff is just hanging, dude.
I'm scared to
Maybe
play
if
with
we
it right
push
now.
it to one side, get that out. Yeah, let's try that. Well, good news is somehow we managed to get the diff out. Bad news is it's not going to be a fun time getting in.
No, we should get Marcus in here to help.
I had to hold that diff up for like 2 minutes. Fuck you. Don't try this at home, kids.
Oh my god. Dude, you're almost there, buddy.
Dude, I can't even hear anymore. Well, as you can see, the diff is now in the car. We literally needed 4 people to do it. We ended up just dropping this lower control arm, allowing the axle to go all the way down so we can kind of swoop it in after doing that one. But the problem that we're having is we think that there's slag in the diff right here. So like the splines, it's not letting the C-clip like lock into place. So we really have to just hammer her down and try to, I guess, break that slag. That was my mistake of not looking. That's pretty in there, dude. I don't think that's gonna pop out ever.
It won't pop out, but we need to try and see how you can still see the axle there a bit.
I mean,
otherwise some oil will leak out.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what happened to mine. I had to re-hammer mine in too.
I mean, I'm ready for a couple more hands. Dude, we popped this off though.
Try and push it back on.
Yeah, let's get the axles in. We're gonna hammer for another 20 minutes, and by the time we're done, I'm not gonna be able to talk to you because I'm gonna be deaf, so let's go. All right, guys, well, the car is 99 point, no, I'm lying. The car is 85% done. We just got the brakes on. I'm tightening the upper control arms and stuff, tightening the coilovers. I just gotta put the drive shaft in, fill it up with fluid, and I don't have fucking fluid. Damn it, I gotta go buy fluid, but hey man, she's done. I was really nervous because these axles over here, they weren't going in, but you know, 10 minutes of hammering really goes a long way. I mean, my hands hurt, my ears hurt, but hey, we can still hear and talk about it, so let's keep moving on. I had to stop at AutoZone before they close, or we're just gonna get that nice, cheap stuff, $75.90, because, you know, it's the lifted Miata, and we're probably gonna end up breaking it soon anyways. What up, dude? She good?
We're getting there. We're gonna be more to go.
We hammered that for so long.
So long. We still couldn't get it out.
Dude, who should we free?
Joe Exotic. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's a good guy.
I hope so too. He got him on the phone.
Yeah, seriously. So I'm a little upset right now. I literally just did all this work for almost nothing because I just noticed that I need a wheel bearing. So Treasure Coast, I'm gonna be coming to you very soon because now I need a whole new knuckle, but it's all right because I needed to, I mean, I guess get new knuckles anyways because these axles are stuck in them and there's no possible way of getting these things out. But good news is the car is kind of done for now, so we're gonna lower it and we're gonna go do some donuts and really test out this diff. All right, so here we are in Mexico. Diff is welded, everything is good in the neighborhood. In celebration of getting the Miata done, cheers.
Cheers, buds. Yeah, okay.
Damn, dude. Oh, we got the air bubbles. We got the air bubbles. Hell yeah, let's go. So I wanted to finish this video up in the morning because I knew it was getting a little too dark and it was getting a bit too late for me to post last night. By the time I was done with everything, it was already 11 o'clock and I still had to edit this video. So we put the 4.3 diff in, it is welded and it feels good, don't get me wrong. The problem is, the reason why I went to the 4.3 diff is because it's supposed to feel peppier, and to me, it feels just about the same. I think it's because my tires are just so big and there's so much rotational mass that it's just hard to get a feeling from just changing your diff ratio and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I think I kind of want to lower the tire size and get more of a mud tire rather than more of like a big street. I guess you can call this an all-terrain tire. And you can see like it is just getting torn up because they're just so big that it's just hitting the chassis and everything. But I think once we get smaller tires, I think it will fuel a little faster, and it'll probably drive a little nicer too because we won't constantly be hitting the chassis. And one last thing I wanted to talk about before this video closes is the MazdaSpeed engine is now on the engine stand. I cannot wait to do what I want to do with this thing, but we really do have to hold off. I'm just going to push her to the corner for now, just because we do have so many projects. Like, we need to get the Roadster ready for July 4th because we have a track day then. We need to get the Rice Miata up and running with making 400 wheel. That is my next goal right now. The lifted Miata, we're gonna be playing around with her a little bit here and there. We're gonna put the bash bar and stuff. I got a front bash bar coming in and stuff, and we're gonna be doing light mods like that. And of course, if people want to go off-roading, of course we're gonna go do that, but I don't want to do anything crazy until the Rice Miata is done. So tomorrow's video, definitely look out for that. We are gonna start working on that, and I really want to push forward to get that car together with the forged engine over there. So with all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. Don't forget to go into the description below and get your junk merch. Without you guys buying the merch, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, and we are going to start grinding on the Rice Miata because we got to get it running. You want to see it, I want to see it. Let's go drifting. Peace.